Hello, everyone. Hello, this is Ernest from theprofitroom.com. I got a special guest with us, Brian Riviera. He is Trader Tax CPA. We're excited that he's a part of the Profit Room. He's our go-to person with any type of tax advice regarding trading. If you trade the Forex market, the futures market, stock market, whatever, Brian has the experience and even more important, he is a trader. He's a trader. So welcome, Brian. How you doing?
I appreciate it, man. Yeah. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm an active trader. I've been trading since the end of 2014, and also I'm a CPA. So I've been practicing as a CPA for well over 10 years now. And so the last couple of years, my niche has actually shifted from small businesses to actually, day trader taxation. Because a lot of traders, they don't realize that, there are implications and consequences that happen, when you're behind those keyboard, locking all those gains in. And so,
Mhm.
really what my goal is, what our firm's goal is to really educate a lot of traders around, taxation issues, compliance issues, things like that.
So one question we have is, first of all, Brian's going to be on our trading empowerment workshop. So please sign up if you want to hear even more. Has a great presentation on everything. I'm going to have the link at the bottom of this video so you could come. What is the biggest misconceptions a lot of traders have with taxes that you see or you notice?
I don't even know if I would word it as misconception. I would actually word it as education. I think a lot of guys think that just because they make a certain amount of income in the markets, that money is theirs. But really, if you're a U.S. resident, that Uncle Sam needs his cut or needs his fee, and so you may think that you made a certain amount of money in the markets, but really, taxes need to be paid on that either at the federal level and also depending on what state you live in. And so I would just say it's the education aspect of it, and part two is a lot of guys like to journal their trades. So let's just say you are a securities trader, right? And you may say, okay, I bought X at X price, I made $1,000, and then I turned around and bought that same stock, you know, 2 days later, but I actually sold it at a loss. People don't realize that if you don't qualify as a trader in securities from a tax perspective, that you're in what's called wash sale treatment territory. So a lot of times you may think that your net income from a trading perspective is at a certain level, but really it's different because of wash sale calculation. So that's one of the things our firm helps a lot of guys out with is one, if we see their activity rises to the level of a trader in securities, then we'll make sure that we claim trader status for that specific client. And if they don't, we'll just give them the education around, okay, this is are some of the things that you may want to do to qualify.
Great. Now, and that's what I think too. I mean, when I started out, I really didn't know a lot of stuff that was going on either. Like you start the business, you start trading, you making money, then you realize, wow, this is really serious because Uncle Sam does want his money. And I know some traders, that's why they stop towards the middle of the year. They always calculating how much they actually made and said, you know what, I never been in a business where I gotta stop trying to make money because of my situation right now, because I know because of the taxes. One more other question. Is there any type of help or anything in plan for a lot of people who lost money on crypto this year and Bitcoin, things of that nature? You talk a little bit about that. Say some
Yeah,
stuff for the
that's
workshop.
a great question. What's crazy is last year I had this client where he came to me, he made an absolute killing. I think he made he was like an IT guy. He got in really early. He got into to Bitcoin, to Dash, a couple other things, and his net gain was 800,000, right? And so what he did was he sold in December. And what happened though is taxes are due come April. And well, you
Mm,
can probably do the math, but on $800,000 a gain, you owe, I think his liability was around 240, 250, 250K. Well, the price of Bitcoin dropped from January 2018 until tax day April of 2018, right? So the value of his holdings couldn't cover his tax bill. And
Wow.
so we actually had to get under an IRS payment plan. But, if he had consulted with us, kind of throughout the year, we could have strategized to say, hey, you know what, maybe wait till 1 January 2018 to sell to lock in some gain. So that way, if there's some price fluctuations in the markets throughout the rest of the year, then, your tax bill would be offset by, your trading activity for that year, if that makes sense. So for crypto traders, though, you're going to be in what's called capital loss territory. So crypto is an intangible asset from an IRS perspective. And so you record it the same way you do securities, though. So you journal all your trades on what's called a Form 8949. And what they do is they flow through a Schedule D. So if you're in a loss position, $3,000 of that can offset other income, and the rest
Hmm.
is carried forward. But if you
Gotcha.
have other gains in other classes of securities, then those losses could offset that.
That's amazing, and that's the whole point of us having this trading and empowerment workshop, is because you're a trader, you need professionals on your team no matter what, and Brian, he's always been there to help us and give myself, Latoya, all the information that we need in order for us to be able to stay in business. So we thank you so much, Brian. He's a major asset to the Profit Room. His services will be on our site very, very soon. And we look forward to this Trading Empowerment Workshop on January 27th. So please spread the word. And as always, like we said, get educated and trade safe. We'll see you soon.
All right. See you.